Oke.
Oke, santai ya.
Santai. Oke.
Hi, it's me Egan. You're watching Sip Sip with Egan, and today saya punya guest sangat powerful. Saya boleh cakap sangat powerful, and sangat cantik.
Bulilah.
Saya bergegar.
Jangan.
Sangat artis. AF9. Manangkah?
Itu dos tuh keluar.
It's okay.
Ya.
Sekarang
Kopi-kopi.
boleh tahan juga. Queen Nera, Francis,
Kitingan. Ya.
4. Oke. Hello.
Hello. Hai.
Mana Ustaz ya?
Mana Ustaz?
Oke. AF. Sekarang kopi. How is life now? Coba cerita sedikit.
Life now.
Kau BM kah, BI kah, apa yang kau senang?
Campur-campur
Okay.
pun boleh juga. My life right now, so far so good. I'm so blessed actually. Yeah, because I've been through a lot lah. I've been through a lot for few years back. Time saya masih muda. Sekarang pun masih muda betul kan?
Mudah lah.
Muda lah Pak. Yeah.
Tua sekali.
But life is so much blessing lah for me. Yeah, I can say that.
You have a son?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My son is coming to 6 bulan August. And his name is Kingston.
Yes, what?
Kingston. Like Sean Kingston lah orang bilang. Because mami dia Queen kan.
Oh.
So anak dia,
Oh.
why don't I give my son name Kingston?
Okay.
Yeah.
It's very thoughtful. Okay. You're comfortable with talking about your past lah kan?
Okay, yang
Right.
boleh juga ya.
Okay. Mau jatuh. I mean, I'm sorry that we need to kurik balik. Bukan lama.
Tidak Pak.
Berapa lama soalnya?
Wow. You know, surprisingly kan sometimes until now pun kan I can pandai ingat balik lah, macam ingat-ingat. So, since 2012, if I'm not mistaken, 2012, yeah.
Oh, I got married 2011.
Wait, yeah. Sorry, 13 kali.
Oh, okay.
13.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Tapi, kalau saya tersilap kah, I did 2012 or 13, yeah. So, it has been 6 years plus, I guess, 3. Yeah.
Okay.
7? Lama kan?
Yeah.
Wow.
When did you? Okay, for you guys yang follow Nera, kamu mungkin tahu yang she has been into how you say, not so good relationship. I won't say toxic, bad. It's just sakit lah kan kalau kita mau kasih label dia begitu. I mean, it is what it is lah.
Yeah.
So you guys are not together sekarang?
Yeah.
Ya, sudah.
I already divorce lah. Kami divorce sudah lah. Yeah.
Alright. So, and this video is not about to diss anyone, Bukan mau kasih buruk siapa-siapa. I mean, obviously I'm with the ex-wife, so the ex-husband might be watching. So, we have full respect for both parties. We understand mungkin dulu-dulu adalah kita punya silap kan. So, jangan mau ungkit yang itulah. But this, I guess this episode, I want to stress out on what we can do to, I don't know, how to avoid these kind of things in the future. Untuk orang yang mendengar lah. Mungkin, bukan juga saat Nera belajar dari kesilapan si Nera. Bukan dia intent mau buat ini silap. But, kita ambil apa yang kita boleh ambil lah.
Yeah.
Boleh ngam itu?
Ngam. It's like a reminder to every one of us juga lah. Dalam kita punya journey in life kan.
True.
Yeah.
So, how do we start? From waktu boyfriend-girlfriend lah. So, kamu start berpacaran sebenarnya tadi kan. What was the journey like? Dari kamu berjumpa, and then sampailah ke till that day when you realize yang, wait, there's something wrong with this. How is it? Macam mana kau punya transition itu all that?
It happened so fast lah actually. Yeah, we've been together for few months before going to the next level. Yeah. So and then in a relationship with my ex last time pun happy lah kata lah baru kenal, everything was sweet and kau puji yang kau cantik lawa, everything lah. So, the journey was okay. But like I told you, it happened so fast kan dari yang happy sweet moment and then as if like we know each other really well lah begitu. But then bukan juga because banyak yang kami tidak bengam dalam tu perjalanan juga. But I'm telling myself like it's okay, saya bilang life is hard, saya cakap lah. In a relationship mesti ada flaws dia. And then that time I was very young juga and of course I do heard like people kasih advice me this and that lah, you should this, no gitu. So saya bilang no, it's okay lah, it's my life, saya bilang lah. I decide what I want, saya bilang. So lama-lama macam I notice lah, of course lah, ada something off, something wasn't right begitu. Then I still keep going lah, macam tu saja. So talking about my career kan dalam that relationship, I notice macam like ada tu yang macam kena control, jealousy pun ada, all those kind the negative punya feelings lah in that relationship. So saya pun macam why is it like this begitu. I want to be loved, can appreciate and all, but I still keep on kasih apa sajalah, teruskan the relationship because I appreciate the relationship lah. Saya tidak mau macam orang bilang kau kasih sia-sia. I want to kasih bagus dia, fix whatever apa yang rusak begitu. So and then begin the next stage lagi, so tunang and then kawin. I think few months in a relationship and then after that few months tunang and then after that.
Oh, even before kamu bertunang, there's something going on?
Always actually.
Oh, okay.
Ada saja tidak ngam. And then like that feeling yang I tidak actually sedar yang this is the relationship is actually macam very, it's not actually good for me lah begitu. Yang macam sangat-sangat actually like saya paksa untuk dalam tu relationship just because I love that person and biarlah saya yang kena tidak kena respect and all. So saya go on je lah. Dari ada relationship, tunang, kawin, until saya ada anak. My life was very challenging, sangat challenging in young age juga, 20s begitu.
Okay.
21 or 22 like that. So it happened so fast, like I said. That feeling yang macam every day you wake up in the morning, you just hope that everything's gonna be okay, begitu bah. Tapi at the end of the day, yang macam kau rasa, I'm so tired begitu. Like, I'm really tired doing this, and until dia tarik diri kau, macam dia kasih push kau down. Kau rasa macam sakit betul, berat. But you don't know. Sometimes some people kan, dorang tidak perasan yang dorang rasa. Itu actually, macam kau kena rendah-rendahkan, kau tidak kena respect. Begitu. So, that's how the journey lah, like secara singkatan dia lah. Yeah.
When you had Kingston, because like you said, kau bilang ada saja masalah kan, and then tunang, and kawin. Was there a time yang everything was good bila kau ada anak? Adakah?
Everything was good.
Everything went macam mana? What was the effect of having a child in this kind of relationship? I mean, you don't have to answer kalau
Tidak, I'm okay.
Yeah, okay.
I'm okay. I just tidaklah, don't worry. apa ini macam suddenly saya reflect balik the benda kan. It's itu dulu apa sorry.
Oprah Winfrey.
Ya, don't worry ba. Okay. Soalan tadi tu pasal
Habis macam ada relationship macam dia tunggang langgang gitu kan.
Ya.
I call it tunggang langgang.
ya, tengah
Tapi bila ada anak kan dia macam okay sih.
Oh ya.
Was there a time yang macam tu?
Of course. Ada time macam tu, memang ada. Memang ada that time and I really appreciate those kind of times kan. But then, you know, like for that begitu panjang, like few years lah, you tahan kan. Although macam sekejap saja. Tapi for me, it's like very long lah. And then, what I can say is I try to macam cakap sama diri saya sendiri untuk ingat all those precious moments lah with my past and with my son. Because bila ingat balikan, I mean it's not easy lah actually. People mungkin nampak, oh dia ada, you know, sometimes kan, you know, I have that kind of feeling macam saya pandai rasa, you know, like iri hati, like jealous. To see all those happy family, like complete family. I mean, complete or not complete kan doesn't matter ba. As long that you are happy with all those people around you yang kau sayang.
And at that point, you were not happy.
I can say saya memang depressed juga lah actually. But I keep on telling myself I have to be strong for my son. Saya bilang. Saya pernah terfikir jatuh kadang-kadang. Saya bilang kan, macam mana saya boleh tahan that moment sampai like yang saya bebas ba. I mean like you're finally free ba. Begitu. You can decide what you want gitu. Because kan saya honestly I felt macam saya dalam sangkar burung, like I cannot go out from the sangkar. I have to dengar cakap begitu. I cannot do whatever I want. If I'm still in that kind of relationship lang kan, I won't be here. I won't be who I am right now gitu. Yeah.
Congratulations. Ay, saya pun
Thank you.
saya biasa menangis sorry, tapi I don't know why. I think because I'm in front of you, you're a very, how you say metamorphosis.
Wow.
Yang kau sudah bertukar jadi something yang sangat
I think so.
resilient.
I think so.
Yeah. You remember the date when you felt free? On that day, kau ingat kah apa yang kau makan, apa yang kau nampak, and all the colors of things? Adakah perbezaan dari segi emosi yang kau boleh ingat in your mind, yang this is what it feels to be free?
Oh ya. Ya. Saya ingat yang saya makan apa gitu Panmen. I was like, I feel so free. I was like, oh my God, saya bilang. Macam, walaupun saya masih kenyang, but then kan I feel so great ba. You know, by eating that Panmen sejakan itu, Panmen sejak aku makan, aku minum sejuk pun, I forgot the date lah actually. But then, you know, bila kau rasa free kan, itulah the meaning of freedom. Kau boleh senyum dengan lebar. Even kau makan Panmen, even kau minum, even kau tengok muka anak kau sendiri gitu.
Kau sama anak kau lah tentu.
That time, I was with my colleague lah. Ya, dia yang kawan saya to settle that everything lah that time. And then, but of course dia macam ada problems juga lah. But then, I keep on macam telling myself, keep on asking God juga. I pray juga. Saya bilang,
You're a religious person?
ya gitu. Yeah. I mean, of course I am. But then sometimes kadang-kadang kotolah kalau kita macam rasa kita paling marah juga kan. At some point saya bilang, I should be blessed, saya cakap. I should be blessed what I've been through. Sebab It's not easy bang, you know, because saya bukan sejak sometimes saya pernah ingat juga like the things yang saya kena cakap like how like you're useless
And these are things yang said by who?
by my
Ex-husband.
ex-husband lah. Yeah, it was so painful actually. I tried my best not to think about it, and I keep on thinking about my son lah, because I want my son to have a very very good childhood memories with the father, with the mom, with everyone that loves him gitu.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes I do feel macam, am I good enough to take care of him? Saya bilang. Terus, you know, every day yang bila ko bangun ko tengok anak ko kan, I think that is one of the most wonderful thing, happiest thing ever for me lah. To just look at him and they giggle and smile at me.
I
Yeah,
understand that.
yeah.
Your motivator lah Tuhan. Even though dia tidak kata-kata emas.
Yeah, yeah. I think my son is actually my dia yang one of paling motivate me, bagi inspire dalam hidup saya.
Okay. Wow. When you said you pray, was the church involved with this? Macam, did you get support from the church atau sebaliknya?
Actually, I went to the church juga lah, because kami church kan. Minta nasihat lah, advice. So we were officially separated lah that time. Macam kau telah bagi masa kan. And then so months by months begitu saya pun kerja. I think nobody knows about this lah. After macam yang AF tu kan. So I pernah kerja as a kindergarten teacher for 1 year.
Okay.
Yeah. And then yeah, because I sacrificed my own career just to macam dengar cakap dia, make him happy begitu. So saya buat
So
lah.
after AF kau kerja kindergarten?
Yeah, kindergarten.
Oh, I thought before or after?
No one knows about this. I don't think a lot of people know lah. Only my closest friends and family begitu.
So I guess it's a safe place for you to work gitu.
Safe place like just to macam, yeah, safe place lah I can say.
So kau tidak mingle with.
Ya, begitu.
Okay.
Because macam kena cakap yang okay, this my career yang apa saya mau tu tidak bagus. Better you do this and that. Semua lah kena bagi direct begitu. So that time I was very macam takut saya tidak berani apa kan. Saya buat lah. And then after that I went to Keningau. Yeah, for after 1 year saya pergi Keningau, saya kerja sana for I think 6 to 7 months before tu kopi-kopi.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Kampung saya.
Kampung kau. Sebelah je kampung kita kan?
Sebelah je.
Ya, saya Tambunan. So, saya forth and back. Keningau
Every
Tambunan.
day?
Every day.
What? Okay.
Every day.
Kau drive seterang?
Ya,
What?
every day. And my parents, dorang tinggal sana. Dorang memang tinggal di Tambunan. I'm very thankful lah because of my parents juga. Ya, because of my parents kan. Imagine masa saya baru beranak, my anak kan. My parents, especially my mom, imagine Tambunan keke, balik masak untuk saya, and then, you know, urus semua lah, saya punya pantang semua. Yeah, almost every day. And saya fikir balik macam mana saya boleh get through all those time saya bilang, I think I am a strong woman, saya cakap begitulah. And it's not only because of me, because of support from my family. Yeah. Family support, you must have a support macam system lah. Kalau kau tidak, memang challenging lah. Yeah. So, itulah saya punya kerja. forth and back, pergi back and forth ke Ningau Tambunan every single day. And then sanalah saya tanya sama saya punya diri, what's my purpose in life? Saya bilang, I know I take care of my son every day, kerja begini-gini, but I'm still not happy. Saya bilang, something is missing. Tiba-tiba after like almost 6 months, I guess, Lester call. Hello Nera, bilang gitu dia call saya. Dia offer lah, offer this job as a radio announcer. I was like, wow, radio announcer, saya bilang. But saya punya feeling kan macam, ayah, saya bilang, still confident no. But then, I think saya macam, apalah, terus macam pegang sama hati saya, something needs to be changed, saya bilang lah. Tidak boleh yang stuck begitu saja. Because, you know lah, kadang-kadang kan orang pun jumpa saya sana kan, Nera, kok Nera kan? Dia bilang, kau masih menyanyi lagi kah? Oh tidak, saya berehat dulu, saya bilang. That's one of the challenge juga lah.
Kerja kau di mana?
Sana, saya kerja saya sebagai customer CR, saya pun lupa sudah. Customer relation. Oh, jual kereta. Ya, jual kereta. But saya thankful juga lah because most of the staff sana kan my ex-colleague sangat bagus. Yeah, so then for few months after that, and then I accepted the job. My parents mula-mula dorang rasa macam, bagus kau apalah, dia bilang, kita tidak tahu, ini pun company baru buka lah apalah, dia bilang. Saya bilang, no, saya cakap, saya rasa saya punya hati, saya bilang kan, ini, I can do this, saya bilang. For Kingston juga, saya bilang. And also for myself, begitu. Because kalau saya tidak decide apa yang saya mau, and then like, you know, kau ambil tu challenge, and then bukanlah kau mau main tarajang saja lah orang bilang kan. Tapi kalau kau punya insting rasa macam for the best begitu, saya buat saja, saya bilang. Then my parents support saya ni, dorang support lah. So the first year saya pergi kopi-kopi, and then pelan-pelan kami pindah, me and my son pindah di sini, di KK. And then slowly begitu, the first year, I bought my first car. And then ada macam simpanan juga for my son. So everything pun macam lama-lama the blessings datang lah begitu. Yeah. So I always cakap sama diri saya sendiri kan, saya bilang, Nera, you can do this, begitu. Don't ever give up. Walaupun kadang-kadang kau boleh rasa down, macam tu. Ya.
Gila kau. I mean, saya imagine, okay, AF, teacher, and then jual kereta. These are things yang jumping from category to category, bah.
Yeah.
And you can do that? Like, what the hell? Ya, betul. Memang ini sangat strong.
Thank
Sebenarnya
you.
train of thoughts hilang sudah ni.
Oh ya kak.
Okay. What I wish you can do for kita punya viewers is, saya mau treat domestic violence as a disease, macam dia satu penyakit. Okay? Can you tell me, macam, okay, kalau kau demam, dia punya simptom begini. Okay? Then doktor bilang, kau demam ni. Then kau terus faham bah.
Yeah.
But this kind of relationship, a not so good relationship,
Yeah.
orang kadang-kadang tidak nampak bah. Macam
Yeah.
dia sudah kena begini, sudah kena begitu, still dia okay bah ni.
Yeah.
But
True.
we all need to recognize the symptoms. Macam, saya yang tahu ni, apa benda yang kecil yang kau rasa adalah simptom untuk relationship yang begini. Macam, kau bangun pagi, kau nampak muka dia, kau susah mau bernapas. Not in a good way. Kalau berhenti jantung terus happy yang terus di awang-awangan itu bagus. Tapi kalau yang terus depression datang, can you do you have like something yang you can share?
I can, yeah. Well,
Saya bersedia.
I see. Boleh share yang deep juga, Pak?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Well, like I told you before kan, the relationship was macam okay begitu. Memang saya tidak notice pun, Bah. Saya tidak notice yang it was apa mau cakap domestic violence punya relationship, marriage begitu. So I always rasa macam takut pun ada, and then you always feel unhappy. Kau rasa macam kau tidak mau di situ, kau mau keluar dari sana, Bah. And then of course, honestly, I remember all those moments yang saya kena sakit hati. One thing is, bila kau tidak kena respect, kau kena maki, and then kau tidak kena appreciate, kena pukul, because I've been there and
Oh fuck. Sorry.
It's okay.
Okay, teruskan.
Yeah, I know I didn't even mention about that just now kan, about that, but I think maybe some people mungkin yang pernah dalam that kind of relationship juga, yang kalau sudah ada start pukul sudah, I mean, you have to be aware of that, because that wasn't supposed to be in that relationship lah, in that marriage ka, whatever. Because kalau saya fikir balik time yang that moment yang saya pernah mengalami semua tu, my closest family and friends, especially my parents, dorang tahu. Because even saya mau cek phone saya pun di sebelah, I takut tuh. Like, apa kamu cek tuh? Apa yang kau suka ini kan begini-gini, macam begitu, Bah. Tem-tem yang saya syarat mengandung lagi begitu, like everything pun kau mau jealous begitu. So it's not healthy actually. Yeah, that's the thing that you need to be aware lah, in that kind of environment. And I'm so grateful that saya tidak dalam itu relationship sudah, that environment. I'm so grateful and blessed lah. So if anyone mungkin yang rasa macam, oh tidak, saya okay bah, saya begini, think about yourself. Sometimes you need to be selfish juga for you. If you think yang macam, yang tidaklah dia sayang saya bah, mungkin sebab itulah dia pukul saya. No. Tidak orang cakap love adalah untuk pukul. No.
Rutan anak sama rutan bini lain, no?
Ya, itu lain. Mungkin rutan anak yang cara lain, okay, begitu. Tapi yang
saya mau emotional sih, but I have to keep it professional. I cannot be mana-mana.
Saya mau terangis juga, tapi I think macam tahanlah. But so many things yang bila kita cerita pasal ni pun memang saya teringat flashback balik benda-benda yang apa. But one thing for sure is I am so grateful. Bila bawa kau start buat ini interview? Last year or this year?
This year.
This year.
Waktu saya punya beranak.
Ada second one?
Yeah, second one. Because I feel like, apa saya buat ni? Because I wanted to document my life as a painter. Saya melukis, karena apa semua.
Oh, kau suka?
Iya, bis masa apa saya lukis.
Oh, wow.
So,
kau mau tanya sama diri kau, apa purpose, apa yang saya buat? Begitu.
So, bila saya jumpa this one therapist lah, So dia bilang kan, you need to have this something yang important in your life untuk jadi as a ritual. Bila itu barang jadi, you realize yang you need to change. So bila I've been doing all these vlogs lah apa in YouTube just to document my days pa, supaya mata saya tiada sudah nanti kan anak saya boleh tengok. So they really understand, oh, these are the struggles of an artist. So macam it's me all over again, balik itu. Saya fikir macam bagus saya tanya orang, dia orang punya experience, so my daughter can see it nanti ba. Then she can understand what me and my environment time to how we live.
Yeah.
Something like that. So saya start interview orang lah.
Oh.
So yeah.
That's good. It's a good start actually.
Yeah.
Kan?
And I meet a lot of people in Panera.
Syuk ba ako jumpa ramai jenis orang.
Saya macam terpesong sikit sudah sekarang. Saya pergi jumpa yang famous sudah. My intention is kalau saya boleh jumpa Babu Inan, tukang sapu, all those people. Kalau dia punya cerita the struggle macam.
Iya, kita tidak tahu juga. Ini orang kita tidak kenal orang yang apa. Because orang bukan public figure. Something yang cerita orang yang wow, my God.
Itulah
gitu.
Anak berapa. Dia ujung bulan macam mana aku bayar bill. Semua itulah. Habis itu, nanti kan. Kita siapa berhenti kayak biar recording kota lah kalau igen. You were saying about being thankful for someone.
Oh yeah, okay. So I just wanna say thank you so much. Like actually, I wanna be honest here. I'm so thankful, especially to my ex-husband. Although kami punya kami punya pas sekarang nih kan not so good juga, lama tidak kontak. Itu pun the parents yang kontak with me lah mau jumpa my son. Ya, saya okay saja, I'm good. I just want to have like a peaceful apa nih orang bilang relationship macam tu, tidak mau ada apa-apa semua, but tidak mau gaduh-gaduh. It's enough already. You have your life, I'm happy if you're happy. Begitu. I'm happy if I'm happy, we both are happy together with our own life, and our son yang kalau dia nampak macam mungkin kita tidak macam family biasa, it's okay. Yang penting dia kena sayang, cukup sudah. So I'm so thankful lah for my ex-husband, because kalau bukan sebab dia, saya mungkin tidak akan kuat macam ni. Saya mungkin yalah, it's like perjalanan hidup saya tu kan something actually to remind myself juga to appreciate life, to be careful with anyone lah yang saya mau berkenal kah, begitu. And just always be grateful lah, gitu. Kalau ada challenge dalam hidup kau pun, of course kadang-kadang kita rasa macam mau give up kan. Ada masa tuh kita akan mau rasa macam mau give up gitu. But then life goes on. You have to just follow the flow and do what's best for you. I'll do the best for me and my son, begitu. Yang penting dia dibesarkan dengan kasih sayang. Cukup untuk untuk kasih besar dia, bagi dia education macam tu. It's enough already for me. So thank you so much for my ex-husband juga. I'm so thankful lah for teaching me that kind of life dulu. Although memang sakit hati kah, sedih kah, all those things lah yang kadang buat rasa macam begitu, yang saya penat. But then I'm still here, gitu.
Wow.
Yeah, because orang selalu
I'm still here.
Yeah, I'm still here because orang akan selalu kan, orang pernah cap sama saya, kenapa kok sama dia? Kenapa? Kau tahu bagus sih kok gini kan, saya sudah cakap begitu like I know, saya bilang itu keputusan saya juga kan, saya bilang bukanlah cakap what to do, but then just be thankful for the journey. Kau tidak payah kita mau cakap, oh itu orang begini, itu orang. Kalau mungkin dia tidak buat begitu sama kita, I don't think I'll be this strong lah, begitu. Ya.
Oke, kita kasih ringan sedikit lah nih perbincangan ini.
Ringan.
Ini terlampau deep.
Iya, Pak.
It's still within the deep zone juga, tapi in a different perspective lah.
Iya.
You sing and write songs kan? I mean,
Iya.
you write your own songs. Macam mana this life of yours affect kau punya songwriting? Because I mean, I follow your few video clips yang siok-siok punya lagu.
Boleh lah. Ya, begitu lagi.
And it feels like honestly speaking, macam I feel yang you find escapism in music. Adakah begitu kah?
Iya.
Atau saya silap?
Silap tidak, Pak.
Coba apa efek kau punya
Efek
hidup
dia?
dengan
Oke.
songwriting?
Saya actually kan tidak juga beberapa saya pandailah tulis-tulis nih kan. So I mean saya dapat nih inspiration pun from my friends like si Velvet begitu. I think one of my closest friends juga si Kolik lah di sini kan, because dia pun write songs kan. So saya bilang sure kok dia boleh buat lagu begini-gini, and then tengok orang lain pun boleh buat lagu, why don't I do that? Saya bilang, like, saya macam, kasih express my experience through lyrics and on music. Saya baru juga start betul. Bila lagi saya start? Last year kali. Ya, macam kan, saya pun lupa. Oke, ya last year kali itu. Ya last year. So, saya baru menjinak-jinakan diri lah begitu, kasih start buat lagu apa semua, and then memang now ada slow down sedikit begitu, but then I am actually write few songs juga. Belum lagi lah kasih start buat semua, but I think itu macam yang like you said lah, escapism. Something like that lah, ya begitulah itu.
Yes.
So,
That's so good eh.
yeah, so macam bila kau write something kan, I mean, yalah saya ni kan digelar penyanyi lah, bahkan penghibur begitu. So I want to express my feelings, my experience, my journey through music juga. Because music ni kan universal bah. It's like a very strong, apa orang bilang,
Kau nak faham pun lah ya.
kau nak faham kau layan saja. Gitu bah. Yang wow. Ada yang tiba-tiba kau dengar lagu pun kau boleh menangis. So saya tidak mengharap yang orang boleh menangis apa, yang penting saya mau sampai saya punya message begitu. Yang saya rasa dalam hati saya. It's like that.
I was talking to my sister-in-law semalam. Kami nampak Lady Gaga punya wayang. I feel like, because I can paint. Tapi saya heran betul macam mana orang boleh buat music macam kau, si Chris, Velvet. Like from thin air bah, yang tiada bah kosong. Terus tiba-tiba ada beat, ada lyrics, ada music. Terus yang saya tak boleh, I cannot brain.
Saya pun I cannot brand, because kan, I mean, saya mula-mula tu saya bilang macam mana saya mau tulis lagu ni ya? Where do I start? Saya bilang. It's not only, bukan cuma pasal tulis lagu, tapi apa-apa sih yang kau mau mula bah. Macam saya mau mula ni benda yang saya mau buat gitu. Apa perlu saya buat tak? Then, I mean, ada orang yang kasih guide saya lah gitu. Dorang guide saya, okay begini, okay I should do this lah, saya bilang. Pelan-pelan. And then, for surely kau akan nampak progress dia. And the music, everything, semua tu pun, the team lah, my colleague juga, dorang yang banyak tolong saya juga apa semua. Geng Kopi-Kopi lah ni. Dorang yang banyak tolong saya dari from scratch sampailah ada lagu saya sendiri begitu. So, saya betul-betul I'm so happy lah. So grateful because macam bah, if you work hard for it kan, you work your ass off, kau nampak terus kau punya result kan, kau puas hati. Macam tu. So, yeah.
susah soalnya.
Ada lagi soal lain.
Saya rasa in the next round I need to gather all my power punya ladies.
Oh,
And
ladies.
probably
Yeah.
we can have like a sit down and talk.
Can. I
Because I've been
think.
talking to Amy Dangin.
Yeah.
I've been talking to a few feminist punya geng-geng lah yang very jahat kalau bercakap.
Ganas.
Hati baik lah, hati baik.
Hati baik kan.
Mulut laser paras. I mean, I love to learn from all these things because saya pun tidak perfect bah. Just the other day
True.
saya kasih naik suara saya sama saya punya wife, and I felt like shit nih after that. And that's why earlier on we were talking. You cannot go into a relationship in autopilot bah saya bilang.
Yeah.
In my head lah saya fikir begitu because I was on autopilot that time. I was just reacting nih, saya bukan lagi mau stop and respond. I assume yang saya kena marah. Terus automatic kan saya pun yang
Yeah.
padahal kan hal kecil bah.
Yeah, yeah.
And not really kecil juga lah. Quite penting juga lah.
Yeah.
Pasal anak punya makan. So yeah, it was a big hoo-ha lah. And I really felt bad bah. Terus time tu baru mau makan lagi. And I apologize to my daughter because she was there. Dia nampak ni saya kasih naik
Yeah.
and the baby is there juga. And my wife was there. And then I apologize to her. Terus dia macam tidak mau layan saya lah habis ya marah sudah.
Yeah, yeah, betul.
And I apologize to my daughter. Saya bilang I'm sorry you have to listen to this. Terus anak kan bukan dia paham.
Yeah.
Terus saya start nangis lah. Terus dia marah mama dia. You say sorry now, dia bilang. Terus saya explain sama dia, no, it's not mama's fault, it's my
cute.
fault. Saya bilang kan, begini. Oh, it's okay, next time don't do anymore. Terus yang,
And then you rasa macam, oh,
ya apa? Terus yang,
anak lo yang boleh cakap begitu yang,
dia paham sudah nih.
yeah. I mean,
Terus yang,
betul. I think it's normal juga bah, kadang-kadang kalau kita terus autopilot begitu, bukan kita sengaja kan, but at least yang kita sudah ucap sorry and everything pun sudah apologize.
Ya.
Then I mean, like you said, no one's perfect kan. Sometimes saya pernah juga terlepas marah with my son, and then macam terlepas begitu kan. Terus saya pernah juga raise my voice bah. I feel so guilty.
Kan,
Ya.
terus itu perasaan yang,
Itu yang macam, wah, saya bilang, I feel so bad toh. And then I apologize lah, saya bilang, Kingston, Mami, I'm sorry saya bilang, Mami feel so bad, saya bilang, it's okay Mami, dia bilang, you marah Mami? No, dia siapa gitu Terus macam mau nangis. And then I think that's the most, macam yang bikin sejuk betul hati kau, bila kau dengar begitu. So, ya. Itulah. But it's true lah.
I guess life is easier to go through bila kau punya focus is something yang tidak lari like you, Kingston, and me, kau punya anak-anak. Kalau kau fokus itu, cakap, okay, I need to do this for them. Everything else seems to be, walaupun teruk, tapi macam, okay bani, okay tu.
Ya, ya,
Because we're doing it for this.
ya.
Kalau macam dulu saya fokus, saya mau beli equipment untuk kamera saya, I have to do this. Terus bila kau tidak terpandang tu anak kan, terus everything haywire ni, tu yang kau sendiri, saya sendirilah. Saya rasa macam, kenapa hidup saya tidak ngam ni macam, because I grew up really slow. Saya sangat lambat matang. and my focus ini sana, and my wife juga lah yang, you need to think about this. Kau ada anak, kau ada bini, you need to do this. Your scheduling, your money, your everything lah.
Ya, ya,
So
betul.
now I feel like bukanlah 100% insaf masih juga. Tapi at least now how you say pandai berwaspada.
Ya, ya, ya.
Jangan anak.
Yang kau fikir dulu sebelum kau bertindak begitu bah, patutkah ini kah saya buatkah ini macam tu. Macam we have that priority sudah bah. Ada tu priority, and then ini yang macam tidak juga not essential punya things bah yang kau mau begitu. So macam itulah. Sometimes me juga being a single mother very challenging because kadang-kadang kau mau kasih stable time management kau punya son lagi. Let's say if I'm busy at work kan, macam mana saya mau kasih ni anak saya siapa mau tolong jaga, saya busy di kerja.
Sangat.
Begitu. Itulah. Itu yang macam bukan saja saya lah, saya rasa semua single parent di luar sana tu pun begitu juga. Ada lagi yang mungkin tidak support daripada family dong sendiri yang kena cari penyelesaian.
Double parent pun susah.
Ya, betul. Semua ada dia punya challenges kan macam, wah saya bilang. But I respect lah. I respect semua, everyone yang parents yang ada anak yang jaga bertunggus lumus dengan time management diorang, and even you, your wife, and siapa-siapa di luar sana, because I'm sure ramai lagi yang, dorang dengan keadaan sekarang lagi kan. Itulah.
Tadi kau cakap pasal kau dalam sangkar burung kan?
Ya.
During MCO kau ada perasaan begitu kah?
MCO?
During all this, dia beli keluar, dia beli apa? Did that trigger anything? I mean, stupid question lah. Adakah?
Bukan sangkar lah. Di rumah sajalah. Saya tidak juga limited lah. Macam kau bilang kan, kau mau keluar just to have fun, or you want to travel. It's like tidak dapat keluar. Kau stuck di limit tempat saja yang kau boleh pergi macam tu.
And you were not with Kingston kan, Anda?
Oh yeah. For 2 months I've been away with him. Di
that?
Tamunan. Oh. Challenging juga, like missing him every day. I just video call him gitu. But at the same time saya fikir positif sajalah. It's for the best because keadaan sekarang kan kalau saya bawa dia pun susah bah. Bawa dia mungkin pergi office. Kadang-kadang sometimes saya terpaksa bawa dia pergi office, but I will never bring him pergi Imago, whatever begitu. Sampai rumah kami terus mandi begitu. Jaga hygiene everything. It's really hard lah.
All the announcers, jangan pegang anak saya.
Itulah itu. Tapi everyone pun nasib semua jaga hygiene lah. Everyone jaga hygiene.
Okay.
Okay.
Anything you wanna add? Anything
I wanna add?
Kamu pun mendapat tu ni. Puas ni cakap.
Macam ada lagi macam begitu lagi kan. Okay. I just wanna say thank you so much lah sama Egan. Thank you for giving this chance lah for me to share my life, my experience. Wow. Setelah macam mana nanti ini kan sa YouTube orang tengok. Ya.
Teruskan.
Well, I just want to say thank you juga, and for those yang tengok ni video di YouTube nanti, maybe macam mungkin banyak lagi bahasa yang mau share sama Egan, sama kamu, but hopefully this sharing mungkin akan bagi kamu orang macam a reminder dalam hidup general lah, like inspiration kah. Yeah, just be strong. I mean, sometimes, of course, kita kadang-kadang pandai rasa down, pandai rasa not good enough, pandai rasa mau give up, pandai rasa macam, am I worthy kah, begitu. But always think positive. Itu, I mean, the general thing lah. Think positive dan always be grateful. Selagi kita masih di dunia, masih bernafas lagi, kita masih lagi boleh buat apa yang kita mau, use that. Kau guna itu untuk kau punya life, untuk orang yang kau sayang. So, and also appreciate your life lah. Appreciate your life. Jadi kepada kamu orang yang mungkin cakap pasal domestic violence tu kan, jangan main diam saja. Share with someone yang kamu percaya. And kalau kamu rasa macam something yang tidak, something off kah begitu kan, yang tidak ngam, please Jangan biar diri kamu orang sakit, sengsara. You need to tell someone. So, that's all I want to share with them.
Nira, thank you.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much. Bah, this is Sip Sip with Egan. Kami tidak beli Sip Sip, kami dalam konti sekarang.
Sip
Kita menumpang.
sip.
So, oh, Happy Harvest Festival.
Oh yeah, Happy Harvest Festival. Yes.
And
And
like, comment, subscribe. If you have
Yes.
anything to ask, do comment below. And maybe we'll have another session. This is a very important episode. Oh, itu tahu, blank sih sekarang. Anything, thank you for watching.
thank you for watching.
Bah, thank you lah.
Kopi-kopi lah kan?
Kopi
Dulu.
kita.